Guys, Scotty 2 Hockey here, aka the Average Hockey Fan, and a huge game tonight for the Montreal Canadiens with playoff implications all around. If Columbus beats Montreal tonight, which I'm praying they do not, they will be tied with the Habs with the game in hand. Columbus will have 5 games left. Montreal will have 4 games left. I do believe that's how many games left for each team. Maybe one or more or less. You guys can check it out. Not 100%, but I know each team has about 4 or 5 games left, and Columbus definitely has a game in hand. As for tonight, both these teams have very similar numbers all around. Records-wise, their power play, and Columbus has a bit of a better penalty kill. The power play, their goals for, their goals against, their scoring leaders, all around, they're a pretty similar team, to be honest. Montreal actually has a new member of the top 3, Brendan Gallagher. It has been Jonathan Drouin, Max Domi, and Thomas Tatar for the past 2 months in the top 3. Brendan Gallagher has broken to the top 3. Career high in goals, leads the team in goals. Every single one of these guys in the top 3 lead the team in an individual asset. Domi leads in assists, Tatar leads in plus minus, Gallagher leads in goals. Great to see, scoring depth all around. As for Montreal, as we know, the record is 41-28-9. The last 5 games, they had not lost in regulation, 4-0-1. Their last game, great game, they won 6-1. Their power play, still abysmal, 12.4%, 31st in the league. Penalty kill is picking up the slack though, 80.5%, good for 16th in the league. Goals for a solid 233, 14th in the league. Goals against 220, 12th in the league. Carey Price, great game last game for Price. It's going to be the Price and Bobrovsky show tonight. Both goalies are red hot. Both goalies have pretty even numbers. They both have the exact same wins. They're about 6 points separated when you add up the save percentage. They're very close in goals against all around. Price and Bobrovsky have having pretty similar seasons. Bobrovsky's been coming on a lot down the end. So has Price. And they both had weak starts. So both very similar numbers. As for Carey Price, 33, 22, and 6. 2.49 goals against for Carey Price. .918 save percentage and 4 shutouts. Montreal scoring leaders. Like I said, there's a new member of the scoring leaders. But Domi is the overall scoring leader. 77 games played, 27 goals, a team high 41 assists, 68 points, a solid plus 18 on 184 shots this year. Max Domi has a 14.7 shooting percentage. The second leading scorer on the team, Thomas the Tuna Tatar. 75 games played, 25 goals, 32 assists, 57 points, a team high plus 24, 187 shots for Tatar, and a 13.4 shooting percentage on those 184 shots. And the newest member of the top 3, bye-bye Drouin, in comes Gally. 77 games played, 33 goals, 19 assists, 52 points, a solid plus 16, and a way team high 284 shots, and a solid 11.6 shooting percentage on those 284 shots. As for Columbus, like I said, very similar numbers to Montreal. I'll also have another Montreal video coming up after this video. Some good news for you Habs fans, so stay around for that video as well. But as for Columbus, 42, 30, and 4. Last 5, 2-2-1. Last game, they won 4-0 against the New York Islanders. Their power play is 15.5%, 28th in the league. I say similar to Montreal. It is about 3%, it is actually 3.1% better than Montreal, but they are similar numbers-wise. Columbus is 28th, Montreal is 31st in the league, but they both suck on the power play. Penalty kill, 84.5%, very good for Columbus. That's 4th in the league. Their goals for, very similar to Montreal, 1 less, 232 with 15, and their goals against, 2 less than Montreal. They're 11th in the league with 218. Bobrovsky, like I said, very similar numbers to Price. 33 wins, 23 losses, 1 overtime loss, 2.62 goals against, .911 save percentage, and Bobrovsky has 8 shutouts on the year. As for Columbus' scoring leaders, the usual suspects. Artemi Panarin, 73 games played, 26 goals, 52 assists. That's good for 78 points, plus 9, 178 shots, 14.6 shooting percentage, and he had a good game last game. He's been coming out a little bit the last 2 or 3 games, but prior to that, Panarin has been lackluster since the trade deadline. His point total hasn't skyrocketed by no means, so I don't know if he's doing himself any favors value-wise. I don't want to see him pick it up. I'd love to see him be a no-show tonight in Montreal. As for second leading scorer, Atkinson, 74 games played, 39 goals, definitely their team leader in goals. 27 assists, 66 points, plus 3, 272 shots for Atkinson. And on those 272 shots, he has a 14.3% shooting percentage. Pierre-Luc Dubois, their third leading goal scorer, 76 games played, 24 goals, 32 assists, 56 points, plus 10, 164 shots, and 14.6% shooting percentage, and he has struggled a bit recently. As for my video I was talking about later, stay tuned for that, guys. If you're Andrew Shaw fans, you're going to like the news if you haven't heard it yet. But as for tonight's game, my prediction for tonight's game, it's going to be a close one, guys, but I feel the Habs are going to pull it out 4-2. I don't think it's going to have to go to overtime. I'm praying it don't go to overtime. I do not want Columbus to get any points at all. I'm hoping Carolina loses as well, so it will all work out for the Habs. By the end of the night, the Habs could be in the first wildcard spot with a 4-point lead on Columbus. That could be how it works out if everything goes great. I'm predicting the Habs will win 4-2 tonight. And the way they're going to win this game, Carey Price is going to have to be solid, because I'm sure Sergei Bobrovsky is going to be as solid as he possibly can. Do not let Columbus get an early lead. Don't play a game where they chase the Habs. Always play better when they get the lead earlier. Use your speed. The Montreal is a faster team. I don't think they're as good defensively as Columbus, but I do feel they have just as good or better goaltending, and they're just as good offensively. Their scoring depth is better, in my opinion. Get all lines going. Get that fourth line playing like it's been playing the past few games. Wheel and Thompson have great chemistry, and try and stay out of the box. I know Columbus isn't a huge power play threat, but just don't give them the chance to have any momentum, and try not to get power plays. I hate to say it, but the Habs, when they get power plays, they just suck on the power play, and it sucks the momentum out of their game. Try and stay 5-on-5 in this game. Get a 2 or 3 goal lead. Play with confidence. Carry that lead. Even if Columbus does show a bit of pushback, don't let him do nothing with it. I'm sure Carey Price will be solid. You get that guy a 1 or 2 goal lead, and he's on his game. He will get you the W, and that's what the Habs need. So that's what I'm hoping for tonight's game. Anyways, guys, thanks for staying tuned to the end of this review. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. The end of this preview, I should say. And feel free to leave a comment on what you think of tonight's game. What do you think is going to happen? I know all you Habs fans out there are hoping and praying the Habs are going to win. Do you think they're going to take this one away tonight? And if they do win, if they don't win this game, which I'm hoping they do win the game, but if by some miracle they don't win the game, do you think this means the Habs are out of the playoffs? If Columbus ties them tonight with this game in hand and such little games left, and Montreal's very, very tough 4-game schedule coming up, Winnipeg, Tampa, Toronto, and I can't remember the other 14, but Winnipeg, Tampa, and Toronto, they're definitely playing. So it's going to be a tough one. Do you think the Habs are going to be out of it if they lose this game? I personally don't. I know Columbus has an easier schedule, but I personally believe even if Montreal loses this, they're still tied up. Yes, Columbus has a game in hand, but Montreal has shown so much fight, I can't see him just collapsing down the end. And let's hope it doesn't come to a tie, because if it comes to a tie down at the end, Montreal loses the tiebreaker. So let's hope it doesn't come to that. I don't think it'll come to that. I'm hoping the Habs come out of this with a 4-point lead. First wildcard spot because Columbus loses too. They can do it, guys. Let's see Montreal do it. I'll try my best to get this game out for a live stream tonight. This is Scotty2Hockey, a.k.a. Mr. Average Hockey Fan. Over and out. Go Habs, go, baby. Woo!